Okay, so this is a video that's going to go along with the Zoom for December 14th for the Zoom. But again, I am offering a bonus point opportunity. Just to remind you, if you do show up for Zoom points in the homework category, and if you complete these, you also get bonus points in the homework category. So you have 14 problems on the Google form for this Zoom, and we're just covering the first side lengths. So we're talking about equilateral and equal angular triangles here, and isosceles triangles. And the rules are pretty much however many sides or angles you have congruent, sides and angles will also be congruent. For instance, if we look at number 1 here, this right here tells us that we have two congruent angles. Two congruent angles, then its sides, it has two congruent sides. And it's always going to be the ones that lead to connect those, that lead up. Remember I told y'all to think of an isosceles triangle as a person? Bing. So there's its legs. So, for instance, the answer to this one would be 8. Okay? It has two congruent angles, therefore it has two congruent sides, and vice versa. If we look at number 2 here, 3 congruent angles. Well, if we have 3 congruent angles, that means we also have 3 congruent sides, which means all of these would be the same. So our answer for X for this one would be 6. Okay. Alright, this time we have 2 congruent sides. Well, if we have 2 congruent sides, that means we also have 2 congruent angles. And remember, if those are the legs, our feet are going to be what's congruent, so that means X is equal to 30. Alright, let's look at another one. Let's look at number 9 here. We have 2 congruent legs, or 2 congruent sides, also known as legs, which means we are going to have 2 congruent angles. So if this one is X, this one is also X. And now you have to think back to the section before this, whenever we classified triangles and we found their angle measures and stuff inside the triangle. Remember, a triangle equals 180 degrees. So I'm going to say X plus 28 equals 180. That is also going to happen in number 10, not in number 11. Number 12, you're going to add to equal 180, but this time our 45s are the congruent angles. And that's about it. So this was just the first half of this week's lesson. I'll cover the next half on Thursday. Remember, we have our pop-up, any questions you have, Zoom on Wednesday. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week, and I hope to see some of you all on Thursday. Bye.